sign back up anytime. They're the insurance for the rest of us.
I want to apply that.
All right. Hello, it's Ashley. I'm back. And today, I wanted to talk about Miss Nikkie Tutorials. I have her video in my saved videos to watch, but I constantly keep it filled, and I like to watch the videos by time length, and hers is like 17 minutes, so I'm like 2 videos away from watching it. But I have been watching other YouTube channels and seeing other blogs talking about it, and her coming out as transgender, I was really surprised. Like, the Nikkie that I know has always just been Nikkie, a girl who loves makeup and who I think is a really creative makeup artist. I thought she was super cute, but the only issue that I've ever had with her is that she photoshopped the shit out of her face to make it look smaller. So I thought she was always just self-conscious about her weight. So it never really occurred to me that maybe she felt self-conscious and edited her face so much because she was like, my face is fat, which some people can't help it. They just genetically have a fat face. And maybe self-consciously she felt like she looked masculine, which I don't see why. I just thought she was a cute girl. But when she started doing like more plastic surgery to her face, I was like, she looking kind of mannish. But that's the aesthetic that's going right now as far as makeup in general. I mean, it's fun, but that's not my lane. Like, I love watching people do drag makeup, but I'm not gonna do drag makeup. I might take some techniques, especially since I have oily skin, and some of the techniques help keep my oily face at bay for a little bit. But anyway, enough about me. The fact that she had to come out because somebody was blackmailing her is really sad. And whoever it was, because I don't think she ever dropped a name, but people have been trying to figure out who it is. I think it's pretty disgusting and sad, because we as a general public, we don't need to know that. The only person who would ever really need to know is whoever she decided to date or marry or sleep with, because not saying anything would be, I think would be considered lying. But she's had boyfriends before. Maybe it was her last boyfriend, the one that cheated and was kind of an asshole and was all on everything talking shit. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe she didn't tell him. I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people were talking about how from what they got from the video, which I haven't seen it yet to confirm, they were making it sound like Nikkie didn't tell her fiance before they got engaged. Which, if that's the case, that's kind of fucked up. But then it's kind of understandable when most of the deaths of transgender people are because somebody found out that they used to be a man or they used to be a woman. Well, more, it's usually men becoming women, and then the men like murdering them out of passion because they just aren't comfortable with realizing that maybe they aren't as straight or as cis as they are, or just the fact that they feel so angry for being lied to, and they've become emotionally invested in a relationship that was basically built on a lie. But that still doesn't negate you killing somebody or trying to kill somebody. But if that's true, that's kind of fucked up. But I can get why she wouldn't. But if she wants to marry somebody, I would think she would tell them before, like, they got engaged. You know, like, before they got intimate, she would say something. But from what I heard, she had already fully transitioned while she was still a teenager, which is also a hot topic because a lot of people think that they should wait until their child is of age before they make a permanent decision like that, which I can understand, because it seems like a lot of people that have transitioned when they're younger, they regret it and they want to go back to whatever their original sex was, which is kind of sad because they might not have them not identifying as their original race or gender, and wanting to change it might not have even been the cause of the issue, and it might have been something else, and that's why they wanted to convert back, because they did it, found out that's not really what they wanted, and it was another issue that could have been fixed before they got to that conclusion. It's hard. I don't know. That's a hard decision, and it's hard enough now. Like, it's becoming more acceptable now, but people are still transphobic. Like with the guy from Two-Face, Jared was Blandino, his sister, and that revolting tweet she sent out. Like, bitch, you didn't have to say anything about her, Nikkie, being transgendered. If she's lying about something else, why didn't you just say what else she was lying about? Because most people wouldn't consider that's a lie, because that's her own personal business. And nobody really needs to know that, because she's not the kind of person who shares that kind of information. So I wouldn't expect her to just lay some shit out like that. That's not how she is. That's not how she tailored her brand. She's always been about the business. Every once in a while, she'll give updates on her life, like when her brother passed away, unfortunately, which was really sad, and when she got engaged, because those are big life events. And I'm happy. I hope he really did fire his sister, because she was on some other shit too before, I think, when Jeffree Star exposed Two-Face for giving Nikkie that shitty deal when she collaborated with them, and made her look like a liar when they were giving out shitty pallets. And when Jeffree came with the receipts, well, I don't even know if he came with receipts, but when he came out with how much they paid her and how much she basically lost out and how much the company gained, it's really fucked up. And I've been side-eyeing that brand since. I've never really bought anything from them. One of my coworkers did give me a lip gloss, matte lipstick from them, which I really liked, but I wouldn't, they never have anything that I would like actually purchase. I was gonna buy their foundation, but I never did when they worked with Jackie Aina, but it wasn't for oily skin, and I don't need that type of negativity in my life, because my face will already make me look like a disco ball. I don't need to add to it. But I really do hope he fires his sister, because that's disgusting. And she's already shown that she's a disgusting person just in general, because of what happened before when she thought she was defending her brother and she was actually just making the brand look bad and him look bad by association, because people never just associate that one person. They also reflect or look at the people around you too and think, are they like that as well? But they just aren't ignorant enough to show it. But from what he said, Jared, congratulating Nikkie and just his lifestyle in general, I feel like he would be more supportive. And I would think his sister having her brother, but I guess it's different, because I guess it is different, but I guess she's not as inclusive. Is that the word I'm looking for? hard enough. I'm friends with a coworker who posts about how people give her a hard time, and I just see that, and it's like, I can't even fathom like all the extra bullshit you'd have to put up with, because I already have whatever bullshit that ever comes up with me, just being my race or whatever, and in general just being a woman. So I can't understand how much harder it would be for somebody who is becoming a woman. Hey, it's Ashley. I'm back, and last night I watched Nikkie's video, and I just wanted to come back with how I felt. I still feel the same way. I kind of feel like people kind of blew it out of proportion about what she said about telling somebody you love that you're transgender. From what it seems like, it looks like she told him, like he's known, but she just didn't tell him soon enough, because she said their relationship was really fast. So she didn't feel comfortable because the relationship went so fast. So I feel like she might have told him like after he proposed, because if somebody wants to spend the rest of their life with you, like, they gotta be in love with you. They gotta love all of you. Well, as much as they know about you as they do, or what you've shared. So that was kind of my whole thing. That's kind of what I got from it. But I don't know, Nikki. I could be giving her way more benefit than she deserves, but I feel like she's cool. I feel like she's been honest most of her career, and I still feel the same way. Like, that really isn't any of our business. She's been transitioned since she was a teenager, and she didn't identify as a man, so why does she need to share that with the general public? You know, that's something only your partners and close people that you trust should know. You know, you don't go around asking random people, so what's your favorite sex position? Oh, so do you like to bang boys or girls? Like, people do that, but not to that extent, and it's usually when they're on a date, but or after they're in a relationship. But from what I got, I felt like it was probably around the time that after he proposed, that she might have been fully truthful with him, and that might have been why she made it seem like they had to work through some stuff. Because, I mean, how do you think he would feel? Like, you are in love with somebody, you ask him to marry you, and then right after they say yes, they're like, oh, by the way, I might have used to be a man. No, not might have. I used to be a man. But I do agree with her saying you should be fully comfortable and trusting of that person before you disclose, because of what I mentioned earlier or yesterday, that people don't always take that shit rationally, and somebody might snap to the point that they want to take your life. I really don't have anything else to say. I just wanted to pop in. I didn't think I'd get to the video that fast, because I was doing some other stuff, but I had it playing while I was washing my face at the end of the night, and while I was getting ready for bed. So while it's still fresh, I just wanted to pop in and leave my full thoughts, opinions on the situation. But okay, that's it. I hope you enjoy your day, night, morning, whatever time of day it is, and I'll see you later. Bye.